Listen, you know what time it is. It's time for another episode of your favorite podcast entitled We Hate You, Internet! All right, gather around once again. We are back up in this thing. This is We Hate You, Internet. It is a podcast designed to bring awareness to some of the problematic effects of the internet on our lives, as well as celebrate the beautiful simplicity of our humanity, okay? I'm your host, I'm Wilfred Hamilton, okay? I know you're looking like, where's Clara? We're missing Clara. I mean, I'm missing her too, doggone it, you know what I'm saying? But she's still out. But I think that she will be back, or the plan is for her to be back on April the 6th. I told her, she has, like I said, life is happening to all of us, and she has things she had to take care of. I told her, man, take your time, let me know. She's like, no, I don't want to be out too late, too long. I've already been gone long enough. I'll be back on the 6th. I'm like, all right, well, copy that bet. I'll be sure to tell the people. You know what I'm saying? My own mama was asking, where's Clara? I'm like, dang, how am I supposed to feel about that? But anyway, I guess my mama loved me, I guess. So anyway, so for today, I know you already saw there's someone sitting next to me. She is a female. She's not Clara, but she's amazing in her own right. Today we're continuing our series we call The Talent of Humanity. And basically we highlight individuals' gifts and abilities because I believe that the celebration of one individual's talent is a celebration of all of our talent because it shows what humanity as a whole is capable of. And so today we have with us Chantiera Conley.
Yes.
I know her as Star. You know what I'm saying? Right. She says, because Star is so much easier to remember, she says. People be butchering that like I just did. Chantiera. And she is the owner, sole proprietor of Shimmering Creations.
Yes, sir.
Which basically deals with fruit arrangements, chocolate bombs, strawberries. Go ahead.
Strawberries.
Break it down.
Cake pops, cocoa bombs, custom fruit, Rice Krispies, you name it, I can do it.
Now listen, I want you to understand, this is not just no regular stuff. They have the edible arrangements. They do some things, right? But this is a little bit different. Now give me that front shot. Now I'm gonna show these people on the camera what we talking about, man. This girl's talented. I know you can't hear me that well, but I'm gonna show you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm coming close. Okay, my camera coming on. We'll back. Oh, look at that. We hate you, internet. It's serious. It looks delicious. I'm gonna find out here in just a second how delicious it is. Also, she puts different messages in her fruits and everything. This is what we do. We spread this is what we talk about. We talk about staying human. This is the thing that we do. You know what I'm saying? So she took all that creativity and gave us something encouraging to the body as well as the soul and the mind. And I'm back. So I wanted to sit down and kind of chit chat with this lady, man, and just talk about where did all this creativity come from? I mean, when did you discover that you had this gift to make eating or consuming food fun and creative?
Well, the creativeness, I would say, I believe I've always been creative.
Okay.
We all have a creative side. It's just a time that brings it out. So for me, it was during COVID, June 2020. My goddaughter had a launch party, like where she was selling pajamas. I said it'd be dope if I saw like her clothing line in fruit. I had never seen it, so I didn't know where to find it. So I created it. I said, well, I got some cookie cutters. Let me see what I can do. So I posted it. I did her clothing line. So sincere. I put it in fruit. Put it on Facebook. Everybody said, you need to start a business. Like, this is dope.
Yes,
this
indeed.
is dope. So just creating things that I haven't seen. That's big for me. Like, it's a lot of times we looking for stuff. We can't find it. So create it. So that's what I did.
Ingenuity, baby. That's the number one driver of innovation, man. Ingenuity. So do you have any other creative skills that kind of helped you like in this process? Yeah, like as far as discovering that you can do this, or can you draw and all that kind of stuff too?
No, I cannot draw. However,
me neither. Don't worry about it.
I can spray paint. Like I like doing DIY projects.
Okay. So I want to say graffiti.
No.
You had to tag it out here in the streets.
No. If I was, you didn't tell everybody.
But Black Widows. Yeah.
No, I just like I bought an end table one time from IKEA, $5 on Facebook Market.
Yeah.
I created the ABCs for my son. I spray painted it. So I like doing refurbishing furniture, stuff like that. Yeah, I always like creating things. I made a bunch of Amazon boxes out of Legos for my son's Lego party.
So your visuals of you're a visual
I'm
savant.
a visionary. Yeah, I'm a visionary. So I create an idea in my head and I just bring it to life.
You know, like I said, man, as simple as you said that, right? Like everybody can't do that. You know what I mean? It's an amazing thing to be able to, and like this is what this whole little segment is about, right? Like it may seem like a lot of things seem simple to the individual, right? Like, okay, I do this, like this is just
it's easy.
Yeah, it's natural. Yeah. But like to the next person, like that's like it's mind blowing. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it goes back to the point that I make about, or we make on the show about talent. Right. You know what I mean? Like talent is really designed from a natural perspective, right? It's designed for it to be complementary with society. Right. All of us are born, like you said, all of us are born with innate talent and ability. Right. And it's designed for us to be able to use those talent collaboratively, you know what I'm saying, for the better of the whole. Right. You know what I mean? And so, like, I commend you on being a visionary. Let me go pull out my phone. Now, typically, I never pull out my phone, but I'm running blank. Okay, so what is your creative process for all this? Because, like, that's another thing we talk about on the show, right? Like, people do stuff, and they be like, you know, people see the end result. You post stuff on Instagram, on social media, whatever, and they see the pictures. It's like, oh, wow. But like they lose track, or they don't really always understand the process and what it takes in order to actually come up with this stuff. Yeah. So like, what is your creative process? How long does this take? Okay, so for what you did today, how long did this take? And while you doing it, I'm gonna take a bite out of some of this stuff.
Okay, go ahead. So I was up all night, but for me, I enjoy doing it. So I enjoy doing it. So while I'm cutting, I'm listening to music. It's fun for me. It's not really like I'm working. So I just take my time. I would say it took a couple hours, but for me, like when I'm advertising a business, I try to put something that represents the business in the fruit, or something, a message, something that they represent. Yeah,
so that was one thing I thought that was really cool when I saw your stuff, man. It's just like how your arrangements tell a story.
For sure.
So it's not just happy birthday. Yeah. Like
you'll see like shapes that represent who that person is. So.
Yeah, man. I thought it was really super. Like it was super dope. You know, we talked about, you know what I'm saying, the business plan for it and everything. Yeah. Making sure cats will try to get you.
Because they will.
Because they
coming
will.
For your arrangements.
Okay, so this is a really small platter. I know you've seen some big ones.
How long? This is just personal. This is personal. This is a personal one.
And I greatly appreciate it.
For We Hate You. Internet.
Man, look at that. I got that custom. Okay, so for a big one though, like how long does that take? I know you said this would take like, you say how long? A couple hours?
Well, it took me a couple hours, but again, I would say maybe 6 to 8 hours.
Okay, so like that's just straight like.
Yeah, but I take time because I have to go buy the fruit. I usually buy it the same day. I have to slice it. When I slice it,
you can break it down. Well, I'm still buying. I'm buying berries. Break it down now. How much does something like? Okay, so like if you don't mind, because we want to talk about it without like giving away the secrets. Yeah. So how long? Like how much does it cost to like? If you want to put like something like this, you got to buy all the fruit. How much does that cost you?
For just that, about $30.
$30.
Yeah.
And then 2 or 3 hours of work.
Yeah.
So a big one like. So what's the biggest one that you made?
It's a 16-inch.
This is delicious.
Yeah, thank you. It's a 16-inch. And then if you see under the We Hate You, the orange, I hand cut those into like little flowers. So just the time. But a big one is a 16-inch. Those range from $175 to $200.
For just the fruit?
No.
Oh, no, I'm saying, because I want people to understand when we start talking about numbers at the end, so when you're promoting this thing, you want to go get you one for your own. Because we hate you in there. You know what I'm saying? Can't have this one. But it's important for people to understand, like, man, like, this stuff it costs money to do business. It costs money to like do stuff. You know what I mean? And so when people setting their prices, like this is the reason why. Yeah. Because I come out of pocket to get this stuff and make this stuff happen. You see what I'm saying? Anyway.
And it's the time. And for me, like when I go in the store, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in the store for hours. Cause I'm like with strawberries and different fruits. It's none in that one. But normally when I do strawberries, I'm making sure those strawberries are quality. So I'm looking through and making sure none of them are mildew. I'm making sure people probably be looking at me like I'm crazy, even the store worker, because I want to serve what I would eat. I'm not going to serve nothing that I wouldn't eat. So even if the fruit is nasty, I will take it back to the store. I will take it back. If a watermelon is bad or it's just not a good quality, I will take it back.
That girl said, not for my people.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that.
We ain't doing that.
Yeah, because if I'm not going to eat it, I'm not going to sell it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I treat people how I want to be treated. Even when I'm in a business and I'm buying food, I'm going to give you quality. So I expect, I'm spending my money. I don't mind spending my money, especially if it's something, you do and you took your time to make it. It's made with love. It tastes better when it comes from, a small business.
And I can tell that you really had love when you made this because it tastes so delicious. And I'm over here, breaking character over here.
It's all good.
I hope they hear me crunching. All right, try to listen to the episode. Half of it, eating crunching all the dog. Sorry, guys.
But yeah.
So for this whole process, you do this for other people, and this is something I always talk about, but it's important, right? That people be able to enjoy their own talent for themselves.
Right.
You know what I mean? Do you ever take the time to appreciate this gift for yourself?
Of course.
Break it down, man. Help us.
I think just being able to see my work and see that I'm creating something that I don't see. So even like with my candy, I do it different. It don't be like the average candy. Like I make custom candy with my chocolates. I mix them. I make different stuff to make it my own, to make it unique. Because we all have the ability to create talent. It's just about recognizing it. So for my fruit, I just create things that that people want to see that represents them. So me paying attention to them and them as an individual. So I try to put that in there.
I got you. But do you ever make any do you ever use this talent for you? For you specifically, individually? So
I made a platter. I'd have to show you a picture.
Break
but
it down.
I made one for me.
Did you ever post it?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I'll show you.
Okay.
But it's words that represent me. So it says educated, black, beautiful, mother, things that represented me as a person. And it made me feel good looking at it. And, yeah. And I always cut out things like if I'm having a rough day, I'll cut out keep going. And just keep going. It don't matter. Just keep going. Just get up and do it. Even when I'm tired, just get up and do it. So, you know me.
I know how you get down. I know how you get down. And I think that's beautiful, man, because talent, like you said, for you, it's natural.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the one thing that happens with talent when you make it for public consumption, I'll say, right? Like people start to lose the joy of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's super important that you always reserve a portion of your talent for yourself.
Right.
For your own joy, because it just makes you happy.
Yeah.
Even if you're doing it for business, right?
Right.
Because business innately makes things complicated.
Yeah.
Like in the scriptures, right? They use it as a reference. The Bible says, God said, from the sweat of your brow, you know what I mean? So the nature of work is that there's always gonna be a component of it that's unpleasant.
Right.
You know what I mean? No matter what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can be people I want to be a basketball player. I want to be a movie star or a singer. But there are aspects of that that you're not going to like. You know what I'm saying? Every time it becomes a job, it's gonna be an issue. So it's really important that you take your talent and you enjoy it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I be singing sometimes.
For sure. You say what? What'd you say?
I be singing sometimes.
Oh, yeah. And you're good at it. And it's just natural for you. It's just natural. You're a really great singer. Everybody don't have that ability.
Thank you so much.
So that's why I feel like we all have a talent. It's just,
shed it to my right eye. No, but people be like, you should go to American Idol. You should do that. And I'm like, I appreciate it, right? You know what I mean? I'm happy that it makes people happy, you know what I'm saying? Right. But I sing for me. I sing because it just makes me happy.
Feel good, right?
Yeah, I'll do certain things and I'll be like, oh snap. That was pretty impressive.
How does it make you feel though?
It makes me feel great.
Yeah.
I mean, it puts me when I'm going through something or like I said, if I'm feeling pressured or I'm feeling fatigued or tired or whatever, that puts me in the right frame of mind. I can just relax and then put a smile on my face. That's why I'm so light all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Everybody's not able.
Yeah. But that's what we HUNit is all about, to help the people, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Stay human, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, I want to ask this question, right, about talent. So this is kind of a universal thing, right? And so, like, with the internet, with like social media and stuff like that, like, we are exposed to so much talent.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's so many videos of people displaying what they can do, right? And it's a really, like, it's an interesting double-edged sword, in my opinion. I mean, because on the one hand, you can be inspired, right? Like, you see somebody else doing something, you're like, oh, wow, like, maybe I can do something. But then on the other end, it changes our perception of talent and ability, because after a while it becomes common.
Right.
One of the things that is a gift, really, for human beings, for humanity, is the moment. When you see something, like, oh man, like a child, you know what I mean? Like, they see something for the first time and just like, it fills you with such, exactly, such excitement, such joy, such amazement, right? But then after a while, you've seen it over and over again, and it becomes, you know, like, it's common. You know what I'm saying? And because of the amount of, like, content that's floating around with people doing all kinds of stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it starts to become, all of it just starting to become, like, common.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, do you ever feel like, with what you do now, what you do is a little bit different, but even then, do you ever feel like what I do is not that special?
I don't feel like that at all. I feel like everything I do is special. Because, you know, it's just my touch, and, you know, we, like I said.
That's my girl. Hold on, wait, hold on. That's my girl right there. This woman, come on, give me that. I respect it. Come on, tell the people, man. Help the people understand, because people out here struggling.
No, for real. But we all got a gift. We do. We all. It's just, I think sometimes people are working because they got to pay bills. They're afraid to take that step and actually step out on faith and say, you know what, I'm going to express my talent, whatever it is, you know, because a lot of people are really gifted. It's just, you know, life. You know, you got bills. You need a consistent check coming in. So it's hard to focus on what they say is a hobby, you know, what start out as a hobby, but, you know, creates much more, you know. And I think during COVID is when a lot of people, it came alive because they didn't have no other choice. They didn't have no choice. A lot of people lost their jobs. So for me, I was blessed to still be getting paid. So my business, I had more time on my hands. I think having more time allows you to really be able to express yourself in other ways other than work.
That's a really difficult thing because, you know, I mean, our world is moving faster and faster, so time is really becoming quite the, coming at quite the premium. You know what I mean? And so having the ability to be able to explore your talent, you know what I mean, is becoming harder and harder. And then, man, like, and then the let's see how I want to put this. We talked about the common, you know, the common factor of social media. Right. And, like, you know, human beings, it's in their nature to compare. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so, like, when you're posting for likes and comments and stuff like that, like, it robs you of just the joy of
being able to just enjoy.
Yeah, man. Like, like, I agree. And so, like, do you find that ever to be a challenge as far as?
Sometimes. Yeah. With that, I'll say I think it's just like you said, with the way you see people post, like some of the way they got it set up, and you're like, dang, I don't got that, or, you know, I don't got that countertop, or, you know, just the photo op of it. So I will say that. And I know they have a bunch of apps. The presentation. Yeah. That's probably the only part. I'll say yeah. You can always do better with that.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, man, you know, it's I like to say we're big advocate on people, like, I use the thing, you know what I'm saying, as you put it on this watermelon so creatively. Hashtag stay human. You know what I'm saying? We post that all the time.
All the time.
But, like, but it's a really big thing. Yeah. And that's, like, really the driving force behind this podcast is to help people understand the reality of just being a human being. Right. Because before like the way that we live now is like this is life. Like we're accustomed to functioning like this.
Yeah.
But this is not the way that we are actually designed to function.
Right.
You know what I mean, the things that we what's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking you know, I do this sometimes on the show. I be out there searching.
You're thinking more, yeah.
Yeah. But enamored, that's the word I'm looking for. But it's probably a synonym of that word. Like people get but we'll use the word enamored. It works. Okay. Plug that in. People get so enamored with like the glory of everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of understanding the reality and the functionality of things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was having a conversation with my wife, and we were just talking about just the other day, just about like what the word value means. We also get a little philosophical.
That's all right.
So put our little hats on. Finna go deep. You know what I'm saying? Put your scuba gear on, finna go deep.
Go ahead. I'm here.
I know you ain't going nowhere. You're a bright lady. You know what I'm saying? I know you can get down with the best stuff. You know what I'm saying? Aqua woman. Yes.
Well, of course, I am a Pisces. So.
Well, then. Let's shall we proceed?
Don't start.
Let's say let's.
Don't start.
No, but like value is a relative term.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it all depends. It depends on a lot of different outside factors. We were talking kind of in the scope of like business. You know what I mean? Like understanding and knowing how to establish value, and understanding that value it's relative because it all depends on what you need at the time,
right.
or like what in the way that it's being packaged, the way that it's being presented. Like it changes the value of things, and like, but as a human being, like we get caught up in like all the fluff instead of being able to get down to like what stuff really is, what stuff really means. A lot of people get, excuse me, that's some fruit. Stay human.
Perfect example.
Yeah,
Perfect example.
Indeed. Like, we get caught up in all the like the pomp and circumstance of stuff instead of just understanding like what really, and be able to enjoy things for what they really are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, like you said, like you cut this fruit and like it's creative, like it's something that's in your head.
Yeah.
And then you bring it to fruition. And that right there is like valuable.
Yeah.
Before you get to anything else, right? Just to be able to say, man, I had this idea in my head, and for it to be able to bring it, make it tangible,
right.
Yeah, like that brings joy.
Right.
And see, I'm talking about
Value.
the value of joy.
Right.
Like those are kind of things people don't think about.
Yeah.
Like just doing this because it makes me happy.
Right.
Like that's worth
way more.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm all for people doing business. It's cool, right?
Yeah.
I'm all for people posting on social media, sharing talent, going viral. Like, I'm cool, like handling your business. But don't lose track of like the value of all the things that you do. You know what I'm saying? The true value of things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just being able to be able to do this thing, to have this gift is something to be grateful for.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was thinking, I be talking to you like earlier, before we got on the show, before we press record, she was like, I was telling her, like, I'll let her explain some stuff. She's like, well, I'm just saying a little bit. You can say some stuff too.
Oh.
That's what you said. You remember you said that?
No, yeah. We both talking.
And I'm going to church mouse on me now, man. Come on. And I tell you, I was like, I'm going to plenty of talking. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah. We don't have no problem.
Yeah, you're right. I can always find some words to say. unless I'm stumbling on my words trying to grab something.
Unless you're eating that Shimmering Creations, that fruit.
Plug it. You know what I'm saying? That's Shimmering. Oh, no, but,
But no, I did want to, didn't mean to cut you off, but I did want to get into how when people are creating content, they're not doing it because they enjoy it. They're doing it just because it's the thing right now. You know, it's the hot commodity. Yeah. So a lot of, you talk about value, they're not really appreciating it because it's just a job. That's all it is. It's not fun.
Crazy. So, yeah. And then you have a lot of people that post and it's not their job, but they're just chasing glory.
Yeah.
They're chasing attention.
Yeah.
and it sucks out all of the value of what they're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can be talented, like you can have real talent at what you're doing.
Right.
But you've drained it of all. You drained the talent of all the joy that you could get out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're chasing the attention.
Some likes. Yeah.
Or some likes.
Or some moments. Or some viral moments. That's it. That's it. But that's what the internet have turned us into. You can't even go out and enjoy a good time without everybody pulling out their phone.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why people are so unhappy, man.
Yeah.
Like that's the reason why people are like depression and all the mental health stuff is on because like you can't enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
You can't take the value of what you're doing and let it bring you happiness. That's one of the things this is a kind of future episode I was working on. You know what I'm saying? But just, I give you a sneak peek.
I'll take it.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, get you a peek inside. You know what I'm saying? I guess I can trust you guys too, right? But it's a quote. Matter of fact, I do quotes every day.
Go ahead.
And so I think yesterday, or day before, one or the other, I was talking about a lot of people are unhappy because they won't allow themselves to be.
Right.
And it's just like, you won't, like being happy is a choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it starts with you. Like you got to be happy with you. You got to like you. You have to date you. You can't expect nobody else to. So yeah.
I don't know. You go ahead, man. You got it, man. You understand.
No, but
I guess
really,
it's not a secret.
No, but seriously, like I took myself on a vacation last month to Chicago, and I just enjoyed me. Like I just enjoyed me because we get overwhelmed with life, So enjoy you. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody else will come and add value, but they can't make you happy. You have to make you happy first.
And that's a show for today. We grab it up. No, well said. I mean, like I said, you have. I think that's one of the super important things for people to understand. Like you choose your disposition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you have plenty to be happy about. You have plenty of things in your life that you can find joy in. But you're not setting your eyes on those things. You're setting your eyes on other stuff. You're looking at stuff that makes you angry, and people love to complain now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so like they looking for things to like maybe unconsciously they're looking for stuff to complain about.
Right.
And they just like poisoning their spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like with negativity.
Right.
And it's just like, you know what I mean? But you can't be unhappy because you won't allow yourself to be unhappy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, that's to be continued in a further episode. We're going to wrap this thing up here. I have the final question we ask all of our guests. What do you think, one thing that you think we as humans have lost since the full integration of the internet?
I would say we have lost the ability just to be human, like to just spread love and help one another without trying to embarrass them and record them. Yeah. So I would say definitely just the spreading love and the ability to be human. That's it.
Sympathy and empathy.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I respect it. I think that's
appreciating the moment. Yeah. The internet has taken over. Can't do nothing without them phones.
Dang.
Just enjoy the moment sometimes. Put them phones down and just enjoy each other's company.
Like I said, instead of recording the tree, just go sit under the tree for a moment. You know what I'm saying?
Just go look outside. You don't go outside, enjoy outside. There's so much to do.
Instead of recording the sun, let the sun kiss you for a second.
Yeah, just enjoy that moment. Embrace it. Just you and the sun. Wow. That's it. Leave that phone in the house.
Sage advice from me.
Just remember to stay human. That's it. And follow me on Instagram, Shimmering Creations 15.
Listen, okay, hit them again. I was just gonna say, you got anything, girl? Give them information. They can reach out. They can get some of this custom work. You know what I'm saying? Hit them again.
Shimmering Creations 15. Follow me on Instagram. That's Shimmering Creations 15.
She did that little raise. You know what I'm saying? That's that business stuff. That's it for today, man. If you're out there and you're watching and you'd like to come on the show, we are accepting guest requests. So you can go on the website and get that information. If you have a talent that you'd like to share, so that we can celebrate together as human beings. We're going to leave you like we always do, asking that you stay safe, stay blessed, please stay human. Yeah.
For sure.